Hey, Shalom, Aki. This is Yabatazah coming back with another video. I want to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Double honor to the elders of Great Millstone. Much love and respect to all you brothers out there doing the work in sincerity and truth, striving for the hopeful elect, enduring all afflictions and seeking out your own salvation with fear and trembling. Yahweh Shem Yahushai Waharakak Wadash Barakatham Akim. Alright, so I want to go into a video regards to the word Ruddy. Okay, this is one of the antics or the deceptions that Esau has put upon the whole world, upon the minds of the people, especially the Negro Latinos and Native American Indians, that we aren't the Hebrew Israelites. Okay, because he deems himself to be as Ruddy. He deems himself to be King David. He deems himself to be Abel, all the apostles, all the prophets, right? But when you go into the scriptures, you start seeing certain things. You have to go into certain words. You start seeing that the so-called white people, the Caucasian race, aren't the ones that have that complexion of Ruddy, or that Ruddy complexion. Okay, they try to, use their different, like I said, those different little antics, saying by them being blushing and their blood surfaces to their skin, and that's what proves that King David was a so-called pale man, not really white, because white is the color of a white tea, or you know what I'm saying. So really they're pale because they lack pigment, they lack melanin, and that's what these Edomites, especially these simple Edomites out here in the world, they don't know shit, man. You know what I'm saying? So that's what this video is about, and just to prove that, you know what I'm saying. So I want to jump off right here in the Apocrypha, Sirach 30:1. He that loveth his son causeth him oft to feel the rod, that he may have joy of him in the end. He that causeth his son to have, he that chasteneth his son shall have joy in him, and shall rejoice of him among his acquaintance. He that teacheth his son grieveth the enemy, and before his friends he shall rejoice of him. You see, so we've been taught by Yahweh Shem Yahushai, to the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, by our elders, okay, and we grieve the enemy because we know the truth, okay, and we're announcing and sounding the trumpet, via the internet, on the highways and the byways, in the face of our enemy, man, and they're grieved by that. All right, they're hurt. All right, they're they've been exposed, man. So they hate us because we're coming out here and having this confidence, this faith, that we know King David was a so-called black man, because he's the one, Esau's the one that has labeled at the human race based off color. Okay, which the word human means the hue man, which means man of color. So the only man of color is the so-called Negro Latinos and Native American Indians. And the only reason why you would even talk shit and say anything is because of a Latino being a so-called, with pale skin, is because that they intermingle with the other races. Okay, you got to remember, King David was from the tribe of Judah. All right, so let me finish reading this in Sirach 30:3. He that teacheth his son grieveth the enemy, and before his friends he shall rejoice of him. Though his father die, yet he is as though he were not dead, for he hath left one behind him that is like himself. While he lived, he saw and rejoiced in him, and when he died, he was not sorrowful. He left behind him an avenger against his enemies, and one that shall requite kindness to his friends. Okay, and that's what these Edomites hate, man, because the Most High has left that small remnant behind, which that's why he likens Israel as Mount Zion, because Zion goes back to the word monument. Okay, proving that Yahweh Shem Yahushai exists, and as people still exist, and they're going to stand up for righteousness. So we grieve the enemy because we know these things, because our Father had left that small remnant that were going to speak the truth in the last days. So I'm gonna jump out with 1 Samuel 16:1. And Yahweh said unto Samuel, how long wilt thou mourn for Saul, seeing I have rejected him from reigning over Israel? Fill thine horn with oil, and go. I will send thee to Jesse the Bethlehemite, for I have provided me a king among his sons. Okay. Now I'm gonna jump down to where Prophet Samuel anoints King David. All right. There's 1 Samuel 16:11. And Samuel said unto Jesse, are here all thy children? And he said, there remaineth yet the youngest, and behold, he keepeth the sheep. And Samuel said unto Jesse, send and fetch him, for he will not sit down till he come hither. And he sent and brought him in. Now he was ruddy, and withal of a beautiful countenance, and goodly to look to. And Yahweh said, arise, anoint him, for this is he. Okay, so King David, or David, as a young man, the countenance, or the appearance that Samuel saw was of a ruddy and a beautiful countenance, goodly to look to. Okay, now you go into that word. Basically, he had a beautiful complexion, not just his face, everywhere, his arms, all right, his hands, whatever he could see. That his complexion was beautiful. All right, his skin complexion. It's not just the face. It's like Edomites. They get red in the face. They get, they'll get so red that it will leave spots on them, and they don't like that shit. They'll put makeup on. They'll go to tanning salons. They'll spray fake color on their skin. This is a natural ruddy complexion. This ain't something that your blood, in your eyes, you think you look beautiful because blood is surfacing into your skin. That's what makes you beautiful. No, man, that you have no understanding, man. You Edomites, y'all are cursed, going back to the mark of Cain, man. Meaning that he was stripped of that melanin, of pigment, okay, and it showed forth through Esau, because Esau in the Hebrew is Ashash, or Ashashia, not Ashashia, but it means, I could bring it up. It means wasted away is he. That's what that word Esau means. Edom is Adawam, which means red. Seir means hairy. Okay, so you have to understand those things. Okay, all the people prior to Cain receiving that mark, they were men of color. That's what the word human means. Hue meaning color, Hue meaning color, man. All right, a man of color. Okay, so King David, or David as a young man, he had a beautiful reddish countenance, man. His skin tone, his complexion. Okay, now I want to go into that word ruddy. All right, that says, let's see, where is it at? Right here. And this is where these devils, because even the Lord said that his word was going to be a stumbling block. Let me bring it out over here in Isaiah. This is Isaiah chapter 8, verse 14. And he shall be for a sanctuary, but for a stone a stumbling, and for a rock of offense to both the houses of Israel, and for a gin, and for a snare to the inhabitants of Jerusalem. And many among them shall stumble and fall, and be broken, and be snared, and be taken. Right? So the word is a stumbling block to the 2/3 and to the heathens. The heathens don't know everything, man. These Edomites, they act like they have all knowledge. They don't have all knowledge, man. Okay? Matter of fact, let me prove something real quick now that I'm talking about that, because even their own interpreters of the Bible expose Edomites. Like I said, what is Edom? Adawan, which means red. So these are two types of reds, man. Okay, Red, you're red because your blood surfaces towards the skin. All right. This is in the Baruch chapter 3, verse 20. Young men have seen light and dwelt upon the earth, but the way of knowledge have they not known, nor understood the path thereof, nor laid hold of it. Their children were far off from that way. It had not been heard of Canaan, neither hath it been seen in Teman. The Agarenes that seek wisdom upon the earth, the merchants of Meron and of Teman, the authors of fables and searchers out of understanding, none of these have known the way of wisdom or remember her past. Okay? So who's Teman? You Edomites, man. Now let me come over here. Let me see. Con right here. This is the BibleGateway.com, and I'm in the Good News translation. Okay? The Good News translation, Baruch chapter 3, the same chapter that I read out of the King James version, the Apocrypha. So this is in the Bible Gateway .com, right? The Apocrypha, Baruch chapter 3, the Good News translation, though, right? So let's go to Baruch chapter 3, verse 20. It says, and it's the same thing that I'm reading, but this is what they have. A later generation was born and lived in the land, but they too did not discover the way to knowledge. They did not find the path to wisdom or ever reach her. Their children also failed. Wisdom was not found by the Canaanites. It has not been discovered by the Edomites. You Edomites don't know what the hell you're talking about, man. All right? It had not been discovered by the Edomites, because that's who Teman is. Teman is a landmass, but that the Edomites inhabited, man. So right here it has Edomites. You have not discovered wisdom. You do not have the hidden understanding of the mysteries of the kingdom of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, man. Okay? So let me go back over here, because here for Ruddy they have Adam Naya. All right, Adam Naya, and they have here Red Ruddy of Esau as infant, okay, which is a lie. So Strong's definition, it says reddish of the hair or the complexion, red ruddy, okay. And they have, let me come in here just so nobody can scoff and say none, I skipped anything. Red, i.e. that means that is red haired, used of Esau. So that's how they justify it. You know what I'm saying? That it's talking about Esau. All right. So let's go to the root word etymology, H119, which is Adam, which Adam, right? The outline of biblical usage to be red, ruddy, to be rubbed red, dyed red, reddened, you know, to cause to show red, to glare, etc. Okay? It says that the Strong's definitions, to show blood in the face. To show blood in the face. That is flush or turn rosy. Be dyed, made red, ruddy. Okay? Now let's look here. And they'll use the same thing regarding Lamentations 4 and 7. That there were white men. Which is a lie. Okay? Again, there's nothing really here except for Lamentations 4 and 7, which, like I said, they'll use that. But let me read that top portion. It says to be red, ruddy, also to be fair, handsome. All right, let's go back. So they're saying, they say that even Esau or Edom, when you go into the word Edom, it goes back to Adam, the same H119, okay, which is not true. That's a whole different a name. It's Adawam. Adawam, which means red. It's a whole different meaning. So going back to David, his countenance was a beautiful countenance. Okay. Let me go. Let's go over here real quick to Genesis chapter 25, and it says Esau. Let's see where his name was changed to Edom. Verse 30. I'm gonna show you that how these devils are. See, it says Adam, right? It says red, Edom, red. Okay. Right. So let's go to the root word. It says H 122. Okay, red, ruddy, of man, horse, heifer, garment, water, lentils, red, ruddy. Okay, and it goes right back to the root word etymology H119, Adam, which is not true. It's a whole different name. That's because Edom is spelled with Edom. Adam is Adam, and Adam's the meaning of Adam goes back to ground. Adama, all right, Adama, and that's in Genesis chapter 2, which I can show here in a minute. What color is the earth, man? It's different shades of brown. Okay, you got your reddish brown. You got reddish, which is that ruddy color. Then you got dark soil that resembles like black. All right, you got different. That's what men were created from, the elements of the earth. Okay. So it gives you of man, horse, heifer, because you got certain horses and cattle that have that ruddy complexion, and Esau, the so-called white man, don't have that. He don't look like that. Who looks like that? The so-called black man, what Esau would call a black man, which we're not black. Okay, the people from the tribe of Judah are not black. The people from the tribe of Benjamin are not black. The people from the tribe of Levi, they're not black. They're brown people, humans. Okay. So this is why we call you the devil. This is why we call you the devil. All right, because you're a damn liar. You're a deceiver. You ain't about the truth. Okay, the scriptures say you have to have faith to believe in these things. Okay, I don't have to go any further to prove it to you. This is why you're the devil. All right, because the stuff that you do, Edom, is not the same as Adam. All right, I'm gonna show you what his name, what you Edomites, how you say your name, man, in the Hebrew. Let's go over here. Let's see. Let me see. Give me 1 second. Right here. That's where it says Edom. Adawam. Adawam. Okay? That's how you say your name in the Hebrew, which means red. All right? Now, let's go back. Adam. Real quick, look. Genesis 2:19. And out of the ground the Lord Yahweh formed every beast, or Yahweh Shai, of the field and every fowl of the air, and brought them unto Adam to see what he would call them. And whatsoever Adam called every living creature, he was named thereof. Now it says the ground. All right. Let's look over here. Let me see. Give me 1 second. There's a name for Adam. Adam, or Adam. Again, right here. Ha Adam. or Adam. All right, it's not Adawam. That's how you say Edom in the Hebrew. Now let's go to the word ground. All right, and there you see it, the Hebrew, Adama, 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 which means ground. And look, Adama, and let's go to the root word etymology, H119. Bam, for Adam, for the word ruddy, which goes back to the earth, the ground. Come on, man. If you can't see that, you're a damn fool. All right. It says the outline of biblical usage: ground, land. All right. The ground as earth, visible surface, land, territory, ground. All right, there it is, man. All right. The letter D, ground as earth's visible surface. All right. Now let me pull out some, since I've basically already proved the point. Let's go here and look at these devils, man. Look at this. Look at that. Look at that. Look at this goofy looking one. Look at this. That's what these Edomites say that's beautiful. That's ruddy. That's ruddy. And then when they get red like this on the top picture, they put makeup on themselves and they go to tanning salons because they don't like the way they look. Look at that. Look at that. That face is all so-called color, but look at her chest. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that goofy looking mom. Look at that. This chick right here, she looks good as hell, but when I guarantee all that fake shit, take all that makeup off, she's gonna look dead as hell. Look at that. Those are Edomites, the Caucasian race. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at, they put makeup on to cover all that stuff, man. Look at that. That's what they call that the rosy cheeks. Come on, man. You're tripping. Why you talking shit on the comment board, man? Saying that this is why we call you the devil, man. Look at your mommy. Look at that. Look at that. God damn. See, this is the true Ruddy right here. And if you don't believe it, to hell with you. We're speaking the truth. We're speaking the truth. All right? Through the spirit of power, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Because for centuries you've lied to our people, man. The scriptures say, Job 9:24, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked, who changeth the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? Okay? If not, where and who is he? Because you Edomites, starting with your daddy Cain, going back to the serpent in the Garden of Eden, with Adam and Eve, you have deceived the world, man. Okay? But now truth is being sprung up and we're exposing you. Yahweh Shai has lifted up the skirt and found you wanting, you lacking faithfulness, lacking truth. You spread lies throughout the whole earth, man. You made us believe that you were the God's chosen people. Okay? You're not, though. And you know who it is. Okay? So I ain't really got to show anymore, man. You know what I'm saying? It's already been proven. You know, if scriptures say, if they hear, let them hear. If they forbear, let them forbear. You know, we ain't worried about you. I got the word ruddy here. Let's go in here to the synonyms and antonyms. It says, I want to read the antonyms because it says ashen, ashy, doughy, livid, lurid, milly, pale, paled, palish, pasty. And that's what is that not what they call your race, man? Pale and pasty? Okay? That's what you are. You're the opposite of ruddy, man. Why are you so retarded? Why are you acting retarded, man? You know? Through the envy of the devil, death has come in, man. Let me read that real quick. You're just envious of the elect, man. You're envious of Israel. You're envious that you did not find this out. Instead, you resorted to lies, man. You resort to lies. And because you know truth always triumphs. Truth always wins, man. Wisdom of Solomon chapter 2 verse 24. Nevertheless, through envy of the devil came death into the world, and they that do hold of his side do find it. And we're not holding on to your side. That's why we seek out truth through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, man. Okay? And that's why your own leaders, I believe it was one of the Rothschilds that said, basically they messed up by giving the general public access to the internet, man. Because the internet is what was the main stepping stone to exposing y'all, man. Okay. Now, since I made that comment, about the antonym of the word ruddy, because ruddy goes back to having a red complexion as a man, a horse, or a heifer, right? And you can look them up, the pictures of a horse and a heifer, and they're beautiful. You know what I'm saying? They're beautiful. But when you look at a ruddy Edomite, a so-called ruddy Edomite, they're ugly. And I'm not saying that every single Caucasian is an Edomite, because they're not. You got women and men and children that call themselves Edomite, or so-called white people, Caucasians, but really they're Israelites. All right. This is an account in the book of Numbers chapter 12, verse 9. It says, and the anger of the Lord was kindled against him, and he departed, and the cloud departed from off the tabernacle, and behold, Miriam became leprous, white as snow. And Aaron looked upon Miriam, and behold, she was leprous. And Aaron said unto Moses, alas, my Lord, I beseech thee, lay not this sin upon us, wherein we have done foolishly, and wherein we have sinned. Let her not be as one dead, of whom the flesh is half consumed, when he cometh out of his mother's womb. All right. And that's where you get into that word pale, because Miriam, she was a woman of color, and she was stripped away of that melanin, and she received the curse of leprosy, which also you got to understand that when it talks about leprosy and the law, that's regarding to the pigmentation being stripped away, man, that melanin. Okay. That's the leprosy that people have that walk around when they have patches and stuff like that on their skin. Esau, him being leprous. All right. So you have an unclean leprosy, you have a clean leprosy, and stuff like that. But the point is that I'm sticking to the word ruddy, and you're not ruddy, man. You don't have a rich, healthy reddish color, man. Okay, you don't, man. That's why your women go to tanning salons, and when you stay out in the sun, y'all come out looking like bologna, man, like a cooked weenie. All right, pork. That's why you liken as as a pig, man. All right. I think I got the word tan. Yeah, look at all these white women, man. What they look like, and what they look like after they spray that fake tan stuff on their body. See, like right here, that's like a leprosy, but that's just something they created. But you got people that have that curse on them, and it looks something like that. See, look at this woman's arm. That's what happens when you stay out into the sun, man. You know what I'm saying? It don't go with you. The sun. All right. See, look. See. Look at this woman. She looks ridiculous, huh? Whether it be real or not. Look at Christina Aguilera. God damn. Come on, man. Just be real, man. Could be in a fake. You know what I'm saying? Let's go back over here. Just look at the ruddy black man. See again. Boom. That's ruddy. All right. That's ruddy. And if his hair is if his hair was red too, then it was red. You know what I'm saying? Like you look at it, they got Esau, the ruddy black man. Because you got to remember, Esau is a Hebrew Edomite. All right. The only difference was his skin tone came out looking wasted. You know, like this one. This is what Esau came out looking like, man. Wasted away as he. He had no. It looked like he was pale, like he was half consumed, you know, as the dead. All right. Ruddy. Ruddy. Look at Esau again, hairy. Don't forget the word seer means hairy. All right. So the point's been proven, but this is why we call you the devil, man. All right. See, that's Esau. That's Ruddy. That's Ruddy. Come on now. You know. So the point's been proven. You know what I'm saying? All praises and glory and honor to Yahweh Bashim Shai. Double honor to the elders of Great Millstone.